everyone. First of all, I want to congratulate all the team members who participated in this, despite possibly some of my comments, and possibly you thought I was a little tough on you. I hope you took it in the spirit in which it was intended. So I wish you all the best. I hope more St. Lucians, young St. Lucians, could emulate you and continue to see how they could, progress in life. So I want to, congratulate you for what you have done. As it relates to the two teams, I want to start with Kota. If I could be a little candid here, as I tried to be while I was going through the process. Initially, you did not impress me. I didn't see anything. Your product was really not anything innovative. To me, it was all over the place already. And I didn't see it as a viable business. But the fact that you're here tonight suggests that possibly I was wrong. But what is more important, the lesson you need to learn from this is that your success, you should know, does not depend on what somebody else thinks about you. So my opinion did not really matter. It should be the energy you put into it and your commitment to what you do. So I hope you will take that and run with it. I think the product has a demand for it. I think most people would want to eat local, fresh fruits and so on. I think there's a demand for that. But it has some challenges. And as I tried to say during the session, first of all, at the end of the day, you're talking about a highly perishable product that requires special handling. You're also talking about a product that in terms of availability, a good quality, local fruits, this is what you're saying, a local fruit on a consistent basis, I think you're going to have challenges with that. And as I said, when it comes to competition, you'll have competition throughout, whether it be in season, local fruits in season, that will be normally plentiful for a while. People will prefer to possibly go down that route. And you also have a lot of imported fruits that people have been accustomed to, whether it be grapes or apples. And, they're reasonably cheap. And at the end of the day, people look at their pockets and they will be able to buy those fruits. So realistically, I honestly don't think you have a good business. That's basically my view on it. But as I said, I was proven wrong before. You could prove me wrong again. So just put all your energy into it. I think you guys are a good team. Put your effort in and make it work. Climbers, the two brothers, very impressive from the beginning. I think you look like you've been working very well as a team. You've used the technology in terms of, you show based on your skills. This is where the world is going in terms of technology. But for me, you focus too much on the technology. I think, as I said earlier on in one of the clips, you need to focus on your customer. So I believe that you need to make sure at the end of the day, the parents, the students, what they want is results. They want to see the results improved. And I believe that you need to spend more time on this. You need to also realize to be able to deliver that product, you need to have good tutors, committed people who are not knowledgeable and make sure that they're going to deliver that level of service to you. So I think you need to also put that effort there. Your revenue projections were very, very ambitious. I think you need to get a little more realistic when it comes to that. And as I said, I think you need to focus. To me, initially you might get an initial success. But for it to be sustained, you need to focus on making sure that your customers are satisfied by making sure you deliver the product. So thank you very much. Good luck to all of you.
And now let's hear from one of our other judges, Miss Marie Piazza.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? Yeah. Welcome to the big start and the finals, and it's very exciting for these wonderful two teams. I really enjoyed the time that we've had over the last 10 weeks, judging them and seeing them grow from just a little idea and learning along the way how to progress in their business. For me, it's been a learning aspect, understanding where young people go, how they think about starting a business and what they see out there in the community or in other businesses and what they emulate, what they think is right, considering what they know is right and what they should be doing, okay? So I think for most of the teams that are here, they learn a lot, but they need a few things that they have to do, and I'll tell each team as we get to it. I've always been considered the nicer judge, but it's not I'm nicer, it's just that's just the way I am. I like what they do, and I think that I like to encourage people to go further. They're going to learn from their mistakes, and they have to learn. We're just trying to help them get some knowledge and some background. So for me, I think we'll start with Climbers. I've always liked their product. I have children, like most of you do, and we are very interested in education, where our children are going. So any help they can have along the way, that would be wonderful. So we have credible help, or someone that can really push them to do their best without leaving home. That would be really nice too. Climbers have been consistent along the way, and I think their plan is really good, but one of the things I found they fell short on was in terms of that customer service rapport, convincing the parent maybe to invest in their business without giving them the idea that, well, my son's going to be better or they're going to pass the exam. I think that was the confusion for me with their product. They were very, very well organized, very likable people, but I think the technology, they did have that, but once again, as Andre said, they need to merge the two, the customer service, the people, the children, and really have some customer loyalty for you, so people would choose you over getting a private tutor of their own, or a friend, or a great teacher at school that their children are working with anyway, because that's what's happening right now. So I think that you have a viable product, but that customer service or getting some customer loyalty, that will be the saving grace for your business. Along the way, I think also it looks like you have a very big market, but you have to once again look at how many of those people are really going to come on board. And the deciding factor will be your personality and how you sell them. Selling to them and the credibility of the tutors are the two biggest things I think that you need to really work on, because people expect you to have the technology. The kids are real savvy, maybe the parents may not be, but the kids are real savvy about technology, so they will be the ones who really get the loopholes for you and question you more if they're not getting what they want, or if they get a little bit bored, okay? So I think you've got a really good product. I would purchase your product myself, okay? My kids are growing up, nearly going out of home, but I'm just saying your product for me is one that we need in St. Lucia. Education and some assistance is great, so I commend you on that. Kota, I love your product. I love fruit, so I'm going to say I love to eat. People may not think I do. I like to exercise, but I like to eat too. I think your product is really good. I think as a young team, what I liked about you from the very beginning, that you worked well with each other. But I think one of your shortfalls were that you had that little, you have to go up another level. You're staying at a very young, inexperienced level, and you must go up a step further each time in your business and how you think. I believe you're still teenagers, right? You're still considered teenagers, some of you. Okay, so I think sometimes with teenagers we tend to think we know it all and we think this is how it goes. And I think for you, you've done a really good job, but that next step to make you even better, you need to take that step, not stay on the same level all the time. Your product is great. It would sell tomorrow wherever you go. People would buy that product. But keeping your team together and encouraging each other to stay together and work together and look at getting more knowledge, I think that will be the saving grace for your business for long term. And I hope that you can continue to work together for many years to come. And even if you don't, and you decide to start your own businesses, you would have learned a lot in this time that you've been here. So I thank both of your teams, and you've both got a really good chance, and I think you've done a really good job. And I think for young people in St. Lucia, it's very difficult to think about starting a business. Because usually when you go to the bank or you go to someone, they want collateral, they don't really believe in you, and you really have to prove that your idea can work. And I think if you believe in the product and you show some credibility, then you will go further. Some of the other teams that we were talking about before that came on board, they're all great, and I commend all of them for joining the Big Start. So don't be